The man was driving home when he spotted a woman with curves in all the right places and pulled right over. She made the first move.
Hi.
What's the problem?
I look like a mechanic.
Said her car had broken down and her phone was dead. Pulled out a charging cable trying to get in. The man didn't bite and kept his cool. She casually asked how far away he lived. And just like that she was in the car. What he didn't know was that she was a hitman. And Nick was her target. Once they got to the cabin, she faked a phone call and put on the act of a helpless lost woman. Outside a storm was raging. Nick let her stay.
You get the coach.
You're cute for an older guy.
Her words dripped with flirtation the whole time. Nick gave as good as he got. And the two of them put on quite a show inside that cabin. The necklace around the woman's neck had a listening device built inside. Every move they made was being watched by a sniper positioned far away. The rifle was aimed straight at Nick's heart. The hitman squeezed the trigger, but they had miscalculated. They were up against someone more skilled than all of them combined. Nick moved fast and hit back. The sniper in the distance immediately panicked. They burst through the door armed and ready, and found nothing but a body on the floor. The sniper scanned for any sign of Nick. The next second heard the sound of a round being chambered.
Fuck.
Nick disconnected the earpiece relay. In -40-degree weather, Nick stood bare and lined up the sniper rifle. First he took out the lighting inside the cabin, switched to night vision and locked onto his enemies. They fired off a flare to throw off his sight line. One of them kept talking to buy time, while a partner used the signal to track his location. The shot that landed only grazed the right ear. Both of the hitman's legs were torn through by bullets. Nick dropped down from the tree. The female assassin froze when she heard the headshot. The flare inside the cabin was about to burn out. Her entire body would show up on thermal imaging. She breathed out. Nick caught her position from the condensation, put a round clean through her body, then fired one more as she hit the ground. He dug the room information out of her pocket. Nick drove to the motel and pulled up outside, carefully opened the door. Inside was a woman completely out of it. She assumed her partner had come back.
Did you get the girl?
Nick turned around and walked back in.
What girl?
The woman still hadn't grasped how serious things were. Under pressure she finally gave up the truth. Nick floored it toward his neighbor's house, kicked the door open and found the place empty. Signs of a struggle everywhere. The neighbor had already been taken. Nick wasted no time heading back to the motel, kicked the door in and the woman was gone. When the boss heard the plan had failed, he erupted in fury, because among the team sent to make the hit was a woman he cared deeply about. His secretary reminded him she had warned him long ago, never go after Nick. The only way out was to pay the full retirement package. The greedy boss clearly wasn't going to budge, because the neighbor was still in his hands. To find out where the boss was hiding, Nick tracked down a former colleague who had already retired. Out of years of working together, the old man gave him the location. As Nick was leaving he shook his hand with a look that said everything. Then the old man's other hand came down on top. In that single instant Nick knew something was wrong, and his consciousness started slipping away.